It's interesting to think, isn't it, that over 100 years ago plus, the idea was first muted to the monarch that this might be a sensible idea, to appease the subjects, as we were then called, Fascinating, isn't it, the way we're referred to, the subjects, But of course, at the time, Queen Victoria was very much a privacy person. In fact, if you recall back in history, she almost got booted off because the bottom line was people didn't get to see her. She was still wearing black, still in mourning, and really didn't play the part of a monarch in full for many years. That's the true history, whether people like it or not. Of course, her son, King Edward, eventually, well, he got it, didn't he? He understood that the public needed to see him, be visible, be in pictures, give interviews, newspapers, and of course the burgeoning movie camera, which of course he thoroughly adored. Of course, he was an outgoing personality, had more real sort of about him, some might suggest, than Queen Victoria. But now there's a battle over here, literally, and I'd love to know your take on this as ever, because this is what we love, isn't it? It's a good debate, basically. It's all about whether King Charles has made a huge mistake in simply doing this. Let me explain. Morning, how are you? You all right? Now, Rory Calhoun. Lots of you remembered him. Blast from the past, you said. Absolutely. But why? What's wrong with that? It's good, isn't it? What I like about this show and what I'm trying to make for you all out here is, like, if you're having a bit of a bad day, just have a few moments to remember something that you remember good, whether it be a TV show, a movie, a record, or something like that. You think, yes. And you can get on with your day a little bit. Your mind's reset, isn't it? Yeah, you see, I do it. I'm not ashamed to say you have to find something if you're feeling a bit fed up and think, oh, another long day, and then you find a bit of music or you see something and think, that was a lot of fun. Rory Calhoun, yes, a lot of you thought he was very handsome. More soon, let me tell you. I've met, and I've been so lucky to meet so many people. It's lovely to share those stories with you. It's a little bit like His Majesty the King, King Charles III. He's sort of up in arms over this recent idea, really, which has proven to be a mega success. We're talking about, for the very first time, Balmoral being far more accessible than ever before. And this is because, of course, King Charles knows exactly how to play within the monarchy. Some might say he's a far savvier operator than people give him credit for. What you've got to remember is this, originally Her Majesty the Queen, this idea was muted way back when Buckingham Palace started to open up, and she said, no, that's a private home. No, that's not happening. The grounds could open and people could see the gardens, but that was about as far as it was going to go. King Charles always fought over this and thought that really the public should have more accessibility. Now, what's interesting here is, obviously, it's been proven to be a success, so much so I can tell you first as ever that this will be extended next year and a little bit more access open. Now, I don't know where you stand on this. I would love to have gone on that tour. I think it's fabulous. I think if you're a royalist, it's kind of good to see how the other half live. I don't think it's peeking into their privacy. It's their choice. They optioned it. So what's wrong with it? But of course, a lot of people are saying, is it a step too far? And is he betraying the memory of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II? I don't know about you. I don't see it like that at all. But as ever, this is the point of the channel. Am I wrong? Are you right? Am I right? Are you wrong? Do you think it's a good idea? And let's be honest, if you could afford it, would you? It's a beautiful area up in Scotland, absolutely divine. I've been up there before to report, and it is magnificent. I can understand why Queen Elizabeth loved it as a getaway. But is it a step too far? And is King Charles literally taking the monarchy down too much of a celebritydom? Love to know your thoughts. As ever, please comment, like and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.